Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on, lovely people? Welcome to another edition of ASBO Radio. My name's ASBODIAN, aka Ashton Zala, aka Tall Brown, Bearded and Sexy. And tonight I'm joined by
Phoenix _BSC.
Max behind the camera, the engineer, you know what I'm saying?
behind the camera. I'm behind the camera.
Max behind the mixer.
There we go.
Engineer,
That's more like
you know what I'm
it.
saying? Big up ASBO.
Shout outs to ASBO Radio.
Shout out to ASBO.
Blap, 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 blap. All souls bring openness.
Come on. Alternative systems breaking orders, come on. And with use as one, anti-social brand originals. I just had to think. I just remember that one.
Something like that.
Literally, bro.
And Ashton surely brings omniscience. No, I'm joking.
I forgot, you said something though. You said something before. I
I
remember you said
saying
something.
Ashton surely
Ashton's, yeah.
surely brings opulence, which is my one, but
Come on.
we don't talk about that. So on tonight's edition of ASBO Radio, we're just gonna have a free-form conversation, continuing on the themes from the last episode that we kind of didn't entirely record because my camera crapped out. But who's watching? And we're also gonna recap the 1 second. We're also gonna recap the KONNICHI WAHGWARN event that happened on the 2nd of April.
KONNICHI WAHGWARN.
So yeah, Phoenix. So first of all, let's go into the event. Tell the people about it. Tell them the animators we had. Tell them what happened.
So basically it was a showcasing event for animators and illustrators as well. And yeah, I guess the premise was holler at any animators that I kind of know or know of, and just let them know that we're having an event and whether they'd be willing to showcase some of their work and bless the space with their gifts in it. And yeah, man, people hollered back, man. People rolled through as well, man, and like it was incredible, man. Like the content that the animators came with, you know what I'm saying? That the ones that came through and just showed up, and the people that like that one creative that wasn't able to show up and was still able to let us use their content as well. That was dope, man. I think it was a really good turnout, and I think the reaction from the crowd was also just as great. And I think overall it was fantastic, man. Can't even lie.
Yeah, it was truly a brilliant event. It was hosted by myself, ASBODIAN, and sponsored by my thing, obviously, as you know, blackanimepods. Don't know, internet's premier destination for anime and manga podcasts by black creators. But that's not a plug. But you know, the event was amazing. We had catering from Sealish.
Yep.
We had cocktails from Lacura.
Yeah, banging cocktails.
Which banging
and
cocktails.
rum punch.
Man was kind of lit because I made. If there's any video evidence that comes out, and I say evidence, man was. Listen, man, that passion fruit Kaiparosca that they put out. Good lord, that had man licked to the point where I was mistaking Mags for Phoenix for Mags, UC for me for UC. Nah, I'm messing. But yeah, so yeah, man, it was sick. We had a couple of artists, anime themed artists who produce anime themed art. We had, I believe it was Jada.
Yeah, Jada. Yeah, that's her name.
I can't remember what her Instagram is at the moment, but it'll probably be in the episode description. And then we had Emmanuel as well, Emmanuel Phillips, aka Phil Drips.
Yeah,
I do know his stuff because obviously I know him from Anime District and other assorted anime themed events that I photograph and so on and so forth. So yeah, we had them. They produced amazing art that was displayed here. Then we had some animators. We had the likes of Phoenix. We had the likes of, I think it was was it Joe and EJ?
Yeah, Joseph and
EJ. We had the likes of Wayne Riley Art, who, good lord, man, that
Incredible.
guy listen, we'll come onto his little Top Boy intro.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
We'll come onto his spectacular Top Boy intro later on. So that's just a few of the animators that we had. Actually, I've got a complete list here.
Yeah, I'm
about to summon the power of my notes on my iOS Notes app. So we had obviously Phoenix, we had Joseph and EJ, we had Savian, we had Wayne Riley,
cold.
We had Teo Adesanya, and we had Gabs from Get Off My Visuals. So for me in particular, if I'm just doing a review of the animation, and this is not to say that anybody else's work isn't as good, but Wayne Riley his work was a standout for me on the night. Get Off My Visuals as well, his work stood out, and also Joseph and EJ. But Wayne Riley's work was spectacular, especially the animated Top Boy intro that he produced, that he created and animated himself.
Proper.
I mean, where do I even begin? Like, the sheer quality of the animation, the ways in which it was paired with the perfectly chosen music. For me, that is something that wouldn't have looked out of place on network television.
Yeah. If they had that as one of the intros,
and I definitely, hopefully, that is something that he would pitch to an animation company or to one of the streaming companies and hopefully get that made. Because I definitely believe that Top Boy would work as an animated series, like 100%. I mean,
100%, yeah.
Or even as a graphic novel or something like that. Like, I would pay money. I would pay like real Jamaican dollars, not real Jamaican dollars, I'm joking. I'd pay like a lot of British pounds for Top Boy graphic novels, I'm telling you. Especially with him at the helm doing in that particular art style. There'll be a link to the to the particular animation to the trailer in the description. But yeah, no man, that was the standout piece of animation for me on the night. And Phoenix had a DBZ themed piece as well that was kind of nice as well. I really enjoyed that, especially Phoenix has got a good ear for picking music to go with his animation. But yeah, no, that Wayne Riley trailer for that Top Boy trailer, like I literally, even these man will tell you, like that shit left me speechless. Genuinely speechless.
Yeah, and it proper looked like them. It proper looked like the characters, bro. Like the detail was crazy, fam. Yeah, it was sick, man.
It was sick. Incredible.
I wonder how long it took him to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only God knows. Honestly,
proper, man.
I mean, the music video, I was like, looking at that alone, I was like, just off of.
what the thing he did for Big Nasty?
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying the music video wasn't as good as the Top Boy intro, but I'm just saying the Top Boy intro was just the standout piece.
I didn't even clock
animation
that was the same Donny that done both of them, like the Big Nasty one with when they were on the horses and he done the same. Bro,
he done the Top Boy.
I thought that was two different
it's the same guy.
That's crazy.
Wayne did both
That's
of them.
crazy.
And he runs a comic book company as well called, I think it's All Nights as well.
Oh yeah, he said because animators work all night.
All nights as well. So yeah, man, like they got some, like he's doing some big things, man.
That's it.
It's not so much anime inspired, but it doesn't matter, man. Like to see a black man that's so talented working like that and producing stuff on his ones of such high quality, it's incredible. It's truly incredible and truly inspiring. Now I'm not gonna be an animator anytime soon because I can't draw for shit. But now his hustle, his work ethic, and just the quality of his work just speaks for itself.
Yeah, man. 100%. The dedication from all the animators there.
I want to be like that when I grow up, man.
Well, everyone there was like independent kind of like animators, like they kind of done it themselves.
Any kind of studio or anything like that.
As far as I know,
they all got it done from the streets, man. Fresh from the streets, man, bro.
I said fresh from the streets, like
bro. Big quality work, like it's crazy, man. So much talented people. Even the music video from, was it Joe? Joe and EJ.
Joe and EJ.
Yeah, that was
the
cold.
Canadian rapper. I can't remember.
It was all cold,
what
man.
the name of the rapper was, but you still got the links, innit?
Yeah, I still got the links.
It was so cold, man. It was so cold, bro. Like,
you want all the links, yeah?
All of them.
It was so cold, man.
But is it Tayo Adesanya as well? Her work was sick.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. It reminded me of like Proud Family.
That one was the most explicitly anime themed sorry, other than Phoenix's work, obviously,
Yeah.
because obviously Phoenix is Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he makes anime. Like you can see his stuff, his animation wears its influence on its sleeve. So that's fine. You can see that. But other than Phoenix's work, Teo's piece was the most explicitly anime themed or inspired piece of animation. And again, she did that by herself.
I was just jumping to say that she directed it.
Well, she didn't actually
put it together, but she had the vision to bring people together that could do it.
You storyboarded that, innit?
Yeah.
Who actually animated it?
I can't remember his name. I think it's Nigel something, but I can't remember his name. But once I remember his name,
I don't
it.
even know.
We'll
How
put
the
it in
story?
the description. Yeah.
You storyboarded it. So actually, funnily enough, that brings me on to a question I've actually had for you. Like, because I don't really know much about it, and you can tell me, like, what is the actual creative process for an animator like? Because you storyboard, like, how does storyboarding work in terms of animation?
Storyboarding, you kind of set I guess the foundations for everything. So it will be so you start off with just having just normal sketches or whatnot. They might even be rough, you know what I'm saying? But it's just to give you like a good guidelines to go off of when you actually go into the whole production of animating it and stuff like that. So you could start off doing storyboards. You could even start off doing thumbnails. Thumbnails are just basically doodles, and then of like whatever scenes you want to have in whatever you want to put together. And then from that, storyboard, and then from that, also with storyboarding, depending on how you want to storyboard, you can also have like little annotations kind of describing what's going on in the scene to make it clearer. That's if you're working for a studio or a company and whatnot.
Have you done any studio work before?
Studio work? No studio work. Just commissions.
Oh, okay. So you have done paid work for people?
Yeah. I've done commissions still.
Okay, cool.
But
like music videos or?
Yeah. The first launch that we had, that music video was a commission.
Oh
Yeah. The first for ASBO launch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sick. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
What was I gonna say? But yeah. So storyboarding, and then what's it?
So storyboarding is always the first stage in the animation process, isn't it?
It doesn't really have to be, but yeah.
But generally, if you're gonna animate something, you storyboard it first, isn't it?
Initially, you would.
And so what comes next?
You could. I mean, for me, I just go from storyboarding. I jump straight onto, because obviously I produce on my phone in it, so I go straight from that. Get the image, put the image on an app on my phone. The app is an animating app as well. And then I'll either like do the rough shapes of the character doing the movement or whatever kind of action I want them to be doing, and then go over that, line it up, and then after lining it up, I'll color it, and then after coloring it, put the background in.
So you don't animate. You don't draw each frame separately. The app does it. The app animates it for you, kind of.
No.
Or you have to draw each frame separately.
Kind of, yeah. So I'm still kind of doing each frame separately, innit? But obviously, if it's just a thing where the character's like sitting down and they're just talking, then I guess I could do like I could copy them. Yeah, just move the mouth and keep everything there, innit? But yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's fine. So what app do you use in particular on your phone? Because obviously a lot of animators will obviously use their computers. They'll be using programs like, I don't know, like Blender. I think Clip Studio has animation features, like stuff like that. Like, why have you in particular chosen to use your phone as opposed to more traditional animation tools, digital animation tools such as a computer and digital animation software?
For two reasons. Before I started animating, I was sketching on a tiny sketchpad, so like I'd say like A6, the size of like an A6 paper, whatever in it, and I just enjoyed it from then. And that was like years ago. And then I don't know, I just kind of knew getting into this whole game that I kind of wanted to be able to animate wherever I went, type of vibes in it. Like I didn't want to have to bring out a laptop and then just have to, you get me, put myself aside and then.
So you've never been tempted to get a laptop?
No,
I'm not saying that the work
I've tried it.
I'm not saying that the quality of your work isn't great, but I'm just saying obviously like that would be more flexible and more powerful, if you see what I'm saying. I
mean, it depends, innit? Because it's one of the ones. It's for me. It's it's the user, innit? Like the tool is just the tool, innit? But whoever uses it,
I hear that.
you get me, can define how far they can go with it. But yeah, man.
Once you've obviously, like you said, you've been drawing the frames and so on and so forth. So then how do you compile those do you compile those to have like a rough draft of the animation, or how does that work? What's the next stage after that?
It would depend, innit? So if it's like a let's say if it's a music video, then I'll do the whole thing as like rough. I'll do the whole thing out rough. Okay. You get me? Obviously get the timing right, make sure the timing is correct for the actions and what I want them to say or do. And if it's not that, and it's just like a short film, then yeah, I'll just do scene by scene, and then obviously put that together on another app, editing app, and then see how it goes.
You mean like a video editor or?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like CapCut or something like that.
Yeah, or KineMaster or something like that.
Yeah, okay,
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
Oh, KineMaster and KINE.
Yeah.
That's not is that a video editing app, or is that for particularly? Isn't that for animation in particular?
I don't know. I thought it was just normal for editing. I thought it was just for editing.
So you edit on your phone as well?
Yeah, man. What's the future, man?
Tablet. I'm more of a tablet dude, but for all of my graphic design stuff and all that, if I'm not using my MacBook Pro, because I'm very much a MacBook dude, I use my tablet. I've got Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer and all my software on my tablet anyway, so yeah. Yeah. And I've got video editing software as well, so I'm good.
Oh, this is for the tablet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got LumaFusion on my tablet still.
Oh, sick.
But usually, but most of my creative stuff is done on my MacBook Pro.
Oh, okay.
But my iPad Mini has about all of the apps that I need. Should I need to do any kind of like Photoshops or any cosplay image edits or anything like that while I'm on the road. But yeah. So you've done that. You've animated it. You've got the rough draft. What comes next?
Yeah, after the rough draft, if I'm satisfied with how it looks, then I'll probably either line it up, like make it a bit cleaner, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'll probably go into the colors and stuff and whatnot.
Oh, so those initial stages from storyboard to initial creation of the frames to putting them together and creating a rough animation, that's all black and white, yeah?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No real colors being used until once the lining up has been done.
So then once you've added color, cool, the animation pops, what comes next?
If I want to add, I don't know, give them some, it depends, innit? Like if it's like a spacey, energy, like futuristic anime type power thing, then I'll add some powers depending on what's going on.
So you'll add special effects?
Essentially, yeah.
What is that, again, just you drawing, or is that like Adobe After Effects or something like that?
Yeah, no, just drawing still drawing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe different, different textures when it comes to the pen, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Done that, you've added color, you've added special effects. So after that is what, sound design or adding dialogue, music, what?
Yeah, so obviously if it's a music video, I'll probably already have the vocals in there already. So I would have done the rough outs for the vocals and stuff. But if not, then yeah, I would probably have to do the rough outs for what's being said or about to be said or what sounds and stuff.
I hear that. And then after that is basically the final product.
Essentially, yeah.
That's cool. So talk to the people, talk about what kind of tools you use. So you've already established that you use your phone. What sort of what software are you using on your phone to do all of your animation work?
Flipperclip is the app I'm using for animating and stuff at the moment. And yeah, man.
So you draw the frames directly into Flipperclip?
Yes, yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah. And then any other kind of software that you use? Like you said you use
So Flipperclip to animate, and then also KineMaster to edit.
And that lets you add the music and any vocals or anything like that as well. Yeah,
I can actually do that on Flipperclip as well, but depending on how I'm doing it.
KineMaster is easy for you to edit in.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I hear that. Oh yeah, because you're using Android, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the software that you'd have available to you is kind of slightly different to what I would have available.
Yeah.
But that's understandable. Cool. Nah, man. Well, your stuff is super impressive. Your art style is very. I don't know. A lot of your drawings look like they were drawn with crayon. Or colored pencil, and I quite like that still.
Yeah.
They don't look amateur. They look professional, but it's just the style, the way that they're stylized is super, super duper impressive. But thanks for letting us, I know it's we kind of diverted, but thanks for letting us in on your creative process when it comes to animation. But yeah, like in terms of the event, obviously I was hosting it as well. Man was the MC, the master of ceremonies on the mic. It was like super successful, as we said already. Like nobody had a bad word to say about it. Everybody seemed really entertained, engaged. People were like applauding after the animations had finished.
Bro, it's just sick, man. Like,
so yeah,
you're not really gonna come across like events like that, innit? There's not even many like anime type events anyway, innit? Like showcases like that, innit? So seeing the vibe and people coming together, it needs to be normalized, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially there's a lot of like music events you see out there, people performing and stuff like that. But in terms of other stuff, like let's say you see a photography exhibition, it needs to be like other things, innit? Do you know what I mean? And it's good that it's like you lot were the performers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Essentially, you lot were the performers, and it was just sick to see, man, because people need to know about you lot's thing as well, man. I know, like, if there was someone like from, let's say, the scene or something, innit, or one of these, what do you call them, bloggers or something like that. If they saw something like that, bro, fam, yeah, man, you have to post that. That would go viral,
definitely,
bro.
for
You know
facts,
what I'm
if
saying?
we had more professional eyes or industry eyes on our events, we would get
it's outstanding.
A lot more people in, and we would probably run out of tickets and so on and so forth. Because that last event, KONNICHI WAHGWARN, was fantastic.
KONNICHI
The
WAHGWARN.
quality of work was incredible. The host was impeccable. He was so engaging. Like, he got the crowd worked up. He worked the crowd up. They were really entertained. They never got bored. They were giving him like mad praise. They said he was handsome. They said, like, bro, why not just take our girlfriends? And I was like, and that host was like, okay, that host was me. As if you couldn't already tell. But man, KONNICHI WAHGWARN, like, an incredible success. And here's to the next event, to be perfectly honest.
Literally, man. Literally.
So yeah, that was our recap of the KONNICHI WAHGWARN event, which was incredible. And also we got some insight into Phoenix's creative process in terms of how he animates. 1 second. If you look in the description below, all of the links to the animators and artists who exhibited at the event can be found down there, and you'll be able to obviously have a look at all of their work. Please go and support them. Please go and get a commission from them or something. Obviously, artists work freelance, so funding their work obviously helps them to create more incredible, fantastic work. I've been Ash Beard Guy. This is
Phoenix_BSE.
And behind the mixer is
Mags. Come on.
And we've been ASBO Radio. Peace out.
Yep. ASBO
Radio.
ASBO Radio.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Subscribe and all that, you know what I mean? You want to listen to the whole audio, go on SoundCloud and all them shit. Yeah,
any more ASBO content?
And come to all DSPs. But yeah, man. And come to the next event, man. Live in London, Bricky, man. Come to the next one, man. It's going to be lit.